Hey everyone, Beckett here again. This week has not been ideal. I broke down on Monday. I ran out of the building in the middle of the rain, crying. Just felt so useless. And my father had to take off work, and that is not easy when you just don't really have that kind of a job. I did fix things. Got back to classes the next day, danced with someone who bothers me, but at the same time is the only kid who ever really talks to me. Sometimes you just try to fix things yourself. And I did mess up. My current situation is just like how I expressed it 2 videos earlier. Still don't have a lot of friends. Today, the neighbor boy wanted to hang out. We did. Gave me a walkie-talkie. He wanted me to stay, but I just couldn't. He broke down, but I didn't want to play with him anymore. Just missing something in my life. As far as I'm concerned, I do what I can. I'm not perfect, but then again, no one is. Some people are afraid of me, honestly, or I think they could be. I have so many feelings. The people are afraid of me, the people hate me, but they always say they don't, but I never believe them in the end. Some days it's just, I wonder what's the point of living if no one's ever really gonna open up to me about my life? If it's just gonna be like, can you ever forgive me? I've seen that movie twice now. It's a dramedy, Melissa McCarthy, and no other well known actors. One of her dramatic roles. Now, I love true story movies. I think they're fascinating. Some people don't know movies the way I do. Most people just think of the classics. They think of the Fight Club, think of the Godfather, they think of everything else. It's but I've seen some rarity movies. Movies that people skip, but yet I find to be the best movies of all. And I just sometimes there's so much going on, like warfare, war. Sometimes when there's warfare, it feels difficult to face the world sometimes, and it isn't even it isn't even easy to think about being an American. I appreciate being born. I really do. It's just I want to be born in any country, not just America. Everyone just gives America such a if they put it on a pedestal. They give it because our freedom ideals, our history, our democracy. But yet no one thinks about any other country. No one does, except for me. Because the world is more than just America. You just think it's one big country of 50 states, a federal district, and some own districts. You think it's just that, but it's not. It's a whole world of cultures and so many different things. And just because some countries are a little bit tyrannical and racist and have problems with society, I wouldn't call them bad countries. Yes, their genocide is evil. I still think they have good in them. I think everybody is good in them at one point or another. I hope you can think that too, because that'll give everybody. Because I think that everybody just needs to know the good and the bad. But I'm lonelier, if that's even a word. And I want to do a book club, but I want to do the play too. I want to do my school play. I haven't done a play since 3rd grade. Man, I miss those days. Living near Philly. Max had a lot of friends. I would watch Thomas Tank Engine so much. I watch cartoons too. Dad read us Harry Potter every night. We always try to do at least one chapter. It was a It was the it was a true moment of which that I didn't audition or anything. They wanted our class to help out for the play, be extras or something. I asked for a bigger role. They just gave it to me. And I think the world, I think everyone there was impressed by me. Youngest kid in that show. And I'd want to go and make something out of it. I don't know exactly what to say. Except that I've gone through many different phases in my life. I was a brony at one point. I loved My Little Pony. They had chicks. They had such lessons to learn. Wonder, why don't you watch Avatar? Well, because that'd be too much to get complicated, and you get the warfare stuff going. And my school right now is on this in my classroom. My classroom is doing this thing about word the four elements to unite us. Yeah, I don't know what show I'd watch, except that Oddballs does seem awesome. I don't watch a lot of TV. I mean, I watch movies consistently. But I like shows that they're short, sweet, and aren't right to the point. The best shows are ones made with a commitment. I love The Big Bang Theory. I'll never stop browsing episodes like that. One of my personal favorites is the parking spot escalation. Fine. I'm taking your diploma. Go ahead. It's the only doctorate you'll ever get. It smells funny in here. Give me my wallet. Give me my arm. Give me back my parking space. You don't need a parking space. Well, you don't have a car. Well, I don't know. You're not Iron Man. Okay, that episode always. What? Okay. Okay. Sorry. So funny. But hey, if you're out there, if you know me, I'm glad to know that you care. It always matters to me. Because I get self-conscious about a lot of things, and being a teenager really isn't that easy. If it's no walk in the park being a teenager, then I'm glad to at least have people support me. It's always just, I want real memories. Some people think, why don't we watch the media? That's real memories. But they're not. I want memories where I experience stuff, and not just traveling. Memories, which would involve doing actual things where I can meet people and learn to do stuff. Play the violin that my brother did. He was so good. And he played the piano, and I always ran into his piano teacher every day when I ran into his teacher from school. And meanwhile, I'm just waiting for the last weekend of the month, or second last weekend, because I'm going to Washington, Pennsylvania, home to Washington and Jefferson College. You might not know about that place, but they're the Go Presidents. And I'm a presidential whiz. Like, I know so much. I mean, now look. So many people are... Now, I'm Democrat, 100%. Excuse me for a minute. You'd have to, So, I know presidents so well, in fact, that there's an impressive thing about doing it. My first college ever be touring. Now, my brother got into so many colleges. He looked at so many. He wanted to go to Colorado for college for a while. And now he wants to go to Tulane more than anything else. I guess you really can change in the quick of a heartbeats. But yeah, I want some adjustment. I don't want to think I'm a bad person or nothing like that. I always look at the details of things. And if it doesn't matter, what it is. I want to do. I need some real memories. Going to Philly, doing so many things, memories. So thank you for watching this one again. I know lately it's not the same as it was earlier, but hey, what you watching means a lot to me. But before I go, back to this Brony thing. Now, my old classmate, she hated me with all her heart. She was a smart kid. I was jealous of her intelligence, actually. And then one day, they all went ice skating. We used to do ice skating for this children's home out of country. And then we had affinities where we all had clubs and we all. And then that day, she just put on the very first episode of My Little Pony. I got hooked instantly. And that very night, or that weekend, I should say, I watched at least some of season 1. I skipped the next day because I was afraid they would tease me. But thank goodness for Gigi for telling me that it doesn't matter what they think, it matters what I think. And I watched 4 whole seasons and part of a 5th. And that was a good time. I almost finished the 5th, but I had to watch Discord, and it was a complicated character involvement with. So, in fact, looking at him and the voice and just his attitude towards everything, and just how referencing Harry Potter with him as Snape and referencing Twilight Sparkle as Harry and everything else in the matter of Quenchable Fist. I have to say that I got tired of the fantasy phrases. But when I saw the movie, it all clicked. It was the 4th of July. I was going to watch upstairs, but then my parents say I got to do it downstairs. And I did. Best decision I ever made. I think that's an unforgettable movie. And I want to bring it to Baldhead Island, where I go on vacation almost every year. And to the Dewar Halls and the Lions, I hope you're all doing okay. School's treating you all right. Kate, hope your soccer games are going good. Liza, hope you're doing well with the jobs. You meant a lot to me over the years. No matter what happened with you, were always the one that did such special things. But I live on, and we're all gonna live on. And I have no doubt that you'll make it. I know you're busy right now, but just don't forget about me, okay? Because I'm not forgetting about you. And if I make the play this year, if you ever want to take a long drive to a building that predates the history of the United States, watch me do a play that I don't know if I'll make it or not. But Kate Lyons, when I saw you in Beauty and the Beast, I was scared to do it at first. Man, but that was great seeing you do that. It was so great. And so I hope that you want to watch my play. I know I can't. I'm sorry I didn't do it for you, Eliza, Little Mermaid. I'm sorry, but I personally just it would mean a lot if you did that. So hey. So now life will still go on. I'll update as often as I can or as I want to. Happy Yom Kippur to those who celebrate it. May you all be happy. Alright, bye.